got today? 10? 10? Double digits by noon. That's awesome. Clap. Love it. Who's got a good one that we'll talk about?
I got a pretty good one for my roofing client in New Jersey. I spoke with the corporate director of building maintenance. He's from Florida, so I called him, talked to him a little bit. He's getting me in touch with their maintenance director at the building. It's 50,000 square feet TPO roof. We're going to go out there next Thursday, give him a quote for that. And he also said they had 12 locations in New Jersey. They don't have a roofer, so if we do good here, we should have all the buildings.
Yeah, I got one for our roofer in Florida this morning. It's actually with Anyway, I talked to the operations facilities guy there. They're actually looking for a preferred roofing contractor, and we're like 2 minutes from them in Sarasota. So we're going to come out at the beginning of the new year to discuss, potentially being their go-to roofing contractor. So it should be a pretty good one.
I got one with our IT client. It's with a private medical clinic. They have 6 locations. The practice administrator got the go-ahead from the owner to basically run everything for the IT. Going out there in person on Wednesday for a full refresh of the entire system.
So that's why you got me right here. Inbound call from a roofer in Boston. It's an apartment complex, like 90,000 square feet in total. They have active issues and they're looking for a new roofer to work with. So going out there on Monday.
I also got a roofing appointment. It's an apartment complex for CT Strong. I spoke to the maintenance manager a week ago, and he was wanting to set something up, but he was busy next week, and he said he was going to get back to me. We agreed. Let's talk again in a week from today if I don't hear from you by then. I called him up, and he was ready to set something up Tuesday at 8:30.
Hey, there it is. Let's go. Way to get us back on track.
I got one for cleaner in Florida. I spoke with the church yesterday, had an inbound call this morning with the facilities director. He said that it was perfect timing for cleaning because they were actually looking to sign a new contract in February, so he wanted us to go out there for a walkthrough.
Also should close the deal for about $1,100 a month.
Nice.
4-3 Tech closed a project for just under $3,000.
We talked about it before, but final numbers came out for the RFP from our client Toledo. It's just under $33,000 monthly with a just over $32,000 onboarding fee.
How much commission would that be?
Well, it'd be $38,600.
Cool. Very nice. When do you think you'll know?
We'll know by January 1.
January 1. You guys can send some presents.
You're gonna have Christmas in January.
Second Christmas, kids.
I got an appointment for my janitorial client in Denver with a manufacturing facility that's about 80,000 square feet. They currently have something in place but want to see what we have to offer, so we're going to go out there next week.
I got 2 appointments today. The first one was for my client. I spoke with the regional manager. He handles all the corporate locations for the assisted living facilities. There's 12 locations. We cover the whole state, so we're going to go out to one of the locations. He has a project where they're going to install an exhaust fan, cut a hole in the roof, and then repair some leaks they have. So we do a good job there. We'll have all 12 locations. The second appointment I got was for my roofer in Salt Lake. I spoke with the owner of a building. He told me that they had a couple issues in the past, but nothing's came up recently, so he wants us to come out there and check it out. It's a 40,000 square foot metal manufacturing building, so we're going to go out there next Wednesday at 11, give him a quote for that, so it should be a pretty good one for my guys in Salt Lake.
Cool, I got 2 today. I got one for my guy with an opera in town, and I got another one for my guy in Pennsylvania at a meat processing plant. They're both pretty good. I'm excited to see where these go.
Yeah, so I got a good appointment this morning for my roofing client in Florida. They're located, they have an office there in Sarasota, and they're actually actively looking for a preferred roofing vendor. We're right next to their location, so we're actually going to go out in the second week of January to discuss vendor relations and also give them a roof assessment. So it should be a really big opportunity and lead to a lot of work down the line.
So I got one today for our client in Tupelo, Mississippi. It was a construction firm. The owner owns multiple different companies. I set the meeting with him, so it should be a pretty good opportunity. We can get the door there. I set that for a couple weeks ago.
So yeah, I got a pretty good one for my guy out in Nashville today. It's with a director of technology. They currently have 2 companies, around 400 users. Part of it is an engineering firm and the other part is a staffing agency. So it's a conjoined company. Should be a great conversation.
So I got one for our St. George, Utah client. It's a dental office. They were really concerned about the EagleSoft software. They had a guy they used for 20 years, but in the last year they haven't had any IT support. Our guy specializes in dental offices, so we're going out there in person. And then I got one for our Stockton client. It's a company with about 17 users. They have a guy that works remote in Denver, so they need on-site support. We're meeting after the holidays with him in person as well. Pretty good one.
Yeah, so I set up an appointment for my client down in Sarasota earlier today. It's with a construction group, one of our current clients that's also a construction group, does a lot of work with them, so that's what prompted us to reach out to them. They're open to getting a second opinion, see what it might look like to work with us. They have about 20 users at their one location, 2 servers.
Yeah, I've never
we got
called
that set up
before, so
for
you must
next
have
Wednesday at 9 a.m. So yeah, it should be a pretty good one.
I got an appointment for my IT client down in Florida with a private practice medical center. They have about 6 locations. They're interested in us looking at 3 of them. Right around 50 users. We're going out there next week in person, see what we can do.
Okay, my 4th appointment for CD Strong this month was booked this morning. It is at an apartment building in I spoke to the maintenance manager a week ago and he mentioned that they had a leak. He was very busy, didn't think they'd be able to squeeze us in this week, but we agreed that I would talk to him today, a week from the original call, if I didn't hear from him by then. I called him up this morning and he was ready to put something on the books. Tuesday at 8:30 a.m. is when it's going to happen.